The new way to play Stardust Bystial. Is this a top tier Yusei deck? Mainlander is super top tier with this. It's at least in his hands. Are you ready? Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Stardust Bystial deck. If you've never seen a deck like this before, then get ready. Let's go. Starting off with a new Junkmeister revealing the Cipher Dragon special summoning. In response, Holly freaking Sue, of course, to mess up our day. We're gonna grab a Junk Armor special summon into the same column as the Holly Sue, revealing to summon, raise it in the same column as the Junkmeister to wipe it out, and wasting no time to wipe away our play. Now we're gonna chain Junk Signal to dodge that column wipe, as they're now going to chain Borger to just potentially draw a card, but maybe draw into another hand trap. That would be an issue, yes? As we summon our Stardust Synchron from the freaking deck, that is. Borger with the draw into a hand trap. Draw it up. Now we're going to grab the Arrive in Light. Now we're going to use the Junk Armor to summon for the deck a Junkmeister. As we now go into the Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, activating its effect to inflict damage after destroying the opposing field. Now, the Caesar is going to be destroyed. It's not unaffected. Wipe away the opposing field. What are you doing? Burn for 1,000. Now we have stand up Centurion, discard the Serenir, set up the Primera here, send from the deck the Lubellion, special summon Primera, search our deck for Trudea. We have now used up our normal summon on Trudea to put into the back of the Gargoyle plus Trudea, reborn back on the field the Lubellion. Now you're going to full loss. Okay. Lubellion's going to set up the Regained. We're going to use the Magnum Hut, banish away the Red Dragon Archfiend, return it back, draw a card with the Regained randomly into a Terratop. Now Arrive in Light will put on top of the deck the Converging Wills Dragon. Arrive in Light's going to trigger to draw a card after we synchroed, and when it's drawn, it's going to activate to summon itself onto the field. As we now special summon the Gargoyle 2, let's reborn back on the field to start a Synchron as we now go into the Auxilla. We've only just begun. Auxilla is going to search the deck, Gargoyle is going to add back to the hand, and then we're going to use the effect of the Dissipator, reborn back the Stardust Synchron to now make a level 11 Synchro. Majestic Star Dragon is here, legitimately freaking summoned. A Majestic Dragon plus the Dissipator, including a Dragon Synchron monster. It's quite the requirement. Gargoyle 2, send Trudea, summon itself from the hand here. Let's now go into the Crimson Dragon. With Crimson Dragon, what are we summoning? A 12, an 11. Auxilla is going to play into the back row our Primera. Now let's see why we should care about this. Under full loss, 10 freaking cards. Draw phase going for a 12. Go into the Cipher Dragon. Cipher Dragon will negate a monster or protect any of our cards from being destroyed by anything. When are we going to use this? Stake your soul. Reveal. Oh my gosh, we have two cards in the same column against a Vanquish Soul deck, but the Cipher will protect. We don't even have to activate it. Regained, reborn, back on the field, the Dissipator. Call with the Grave, finger the Dissipator. Do we protect the Dissipator? Druiswarm's going to banish it instead, so that will trigger the Regain to return it back and draw a card if we want to. Which, same thing with the Call with the Grave, but now the Dissipator will not be negated for the next turn. Sure. Add the Borger. Trigger Regained, return back. Raisin's going to try to destroy the column now, but it does not matter. We don't have to do anything. Just passively, continuous effects, protect. Summon the Jiao Long, but now they're no longer protected. Jiao Long, reveal, double fire, search the deck for the field spell. Field spell is going to give themselves destruction protection. But we are going to use the Majestic Star Dragon. What exactly is it doing? Banishing itself. When your opponent activates a card or effect, banish this card until the end phase. If you do, negate the activation and banish that card, not even destroy. Okay. Rock of the Vanquisher. With the Rock, we're going to use the Cipher to negate and destroy a card in the field, taking out the Jiao Long, no longer having the field spell to protect. But now he's got the Kurikara, attributing off the Cipher. Kurikara could steal a monster from the opposing player's grave. We have Holly Sue, reveal 2, summon for the deck, Jiao Long, go into the rank 5 Ripper. We're going to use the Primera, special summon, trigger the field spell to now further go into a Chaos Angel on summon, banish away the Ripper, or use the Druiswarm to send it to the graveyard, as use the Chaos Angel instead to banish away the Kurikara. We also have Arrive in Light attempting to draw a card. Ash, negate. We're not done. There's a top tier deck. Azuna, he still has not used up his normal summon. Special Azuna, Azuna dump the Lupus, Lupus reborn for the rank 5 Xyz. Are we out of plays or what? We still have the Phalanx. Timeout victory. Damn. This deck, all about the arrive in light into the majestic Star Dragon. This, I would say, is the core reason why you're playing this deck. Let's go on another one. All right, let's speed up to the turn 1. It's gonna be dracotail, so it should be a quick one. That's one thing I have to be thankful for with dracotail is the turn 1s aren't long and drawn out. Now, they're soon gonna get the branded cards, which will make things a bit longer. All right, set up the Rahu, spell negates. If he negates our arrive in light, isn't that gonna mess up some of our core plays? That's what I'm thinking. Or he may be negating our field spell. And a freaking Conda before the Rahu. Otherwise, you get locked out from it. There we go, as you can see there in the lingering effect window. Sting the banish from our grave. That should be quite annoying. They have the Famina disruption, as they're now going to be going into the Sanctifier. Sanctifier with the Albaz double disruption. Pop a card with the Gulamel. And we have Magnum Hut banishing away the Albaz to take away that double disruption play. Very good. And now we have Barrel. All right. Primate plays. We have the Junk Signal, which is really good for responding to opposing card effects. With the Barrel, we're going to get negated with effect Veiler. No setup of Primate. As we Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon and Magnum Hut going into Little Knight, helping to break up this field a bit. Horn is attempting to draw a card and return back to Little Knight. By chaining Little Knight, you do not draw a card. Did not chain anything to allow the Gold to then activate to pop the Little Knight. All right. So we lost the Horn, we lost the Gold off of a single Little Knight. Little Knight dealing with double disruption. Great. Junkmeister searching for junk armor. As we're now going to be tributing off to summon the Stardust Synchron, searching for the Arrive in Light, which I assume they're going to be negating. Right? No negate. Borreload Savage Dragon. Thanks to Striker Dragon being used with the Little Knight, but we're going to banish it so he does not have that negate. But dealing with the Sting, and now we're going to Flame negate the Arrive in Light. All right? That messes up our Majestic Star Synchron play. We still have Junk Signal and a Baldrake, and the Borreload's not going to be able to negate anything. Regained. Wait. Now, the Excel, I believe, misses the timing. And the Arrive was trying to just draw it to trigger its effect. So now we have on Chain Link 1 to draw the card and still trigger the effect. This is it. We're not cut off from the Majestic Star Dragon play. Baldrake banished the Frixel. Now, the Sanctifier reads that it has to summon both monsters. If one of the monsters are no longer there to summon, which we banish the Frixel, you now don't summon the other monster. That's it. That's it. And it does miss the timing. When you draw this card, you cannot have an effect that draws this on Chain Link 2 or higher. Perfect. This will be triggering, as it already did, to summon itself onto the field. But now we need a level 10. How do we get a level 10? We summon from the deck Brotor Dragon with the effect of the Majestic Dragon. Regain's going to be further reborning the Magnum Hut. He's trying to now bounce back the Majestic Dragon. We already used up our normal summon, so we're going to Junk Signal Chain to tribute to special summon a Stardust Dragon. A Junk Warrior Stardust Dragon mentioning card. Let's go into the Stardust Synchron. Gets wiped away on the resolution of the pan. Sure. Majestic Dragon back to our hand. Let's reborn back the Magnum Hut. Trigger to search for a dragon in the end phase. We're going to use the effect of the Stardust Synchron to reborn by tributing as we further turn this into our Dissipator. So much disruption we're playing through. We're going to reborn back in the field the Stardust Synchron as we turn these both bodies into our Chaos Angel. On summon, banish a card on the field. Now this Chaos Angel has the full protection of light and dark synchro materials. So all of our monsters are unaffected by monster effects. And monsters we control cannot be destroyed by battle. So very simply, just use your spell and trap cards to deal with us. Dissipator, negate the Cartesia from adding back. Hard once return effects per turn. We have Little Knight, we have Dissipator, we have Regained, which could reborn a card. We have Ball Drake, which could banish from the extra deck and also banish from their graveyard. Malulu. Use on resolution for the Gulamel. In response to the non-target negate of Malulu, we could use the Gulamel to pop a card in the field. So we're going to Chain Link block with the Dissipator. Or we used Regain, not Dissipator. But the Dissipator will get negated by the Malulu is what I'm assuming. Set the negate. It's going to be unaffected though. Chaos Angel does not care. We don't have to waste this. So just the Regained. So once he realized, he tried to Malulu negate the Chaos Angel, and then he read the Chaos Angel. Synchros are unaffected from Malulu. Cannot be destroyed by Pan, cannot be returned back with the Arthalion, cannot be destroyed by Gulamel, cannot be negated with Malulu. Damn. So hold on to Dissipator, regain Chain Link block. Very cool. We're clapping up all the top tier decks with this, or what? What other top tier decks is there to defeat? Let's see. This is Mech Knights Mitsurugi. Crescendo Omni Negate. Prayers Tribute. There you go. That is the interaction. A DD Crow, a Chain Banish. That Murakumo is not going to trigger. It's not going to reborn back. It's not going to search for anything. That is the interaction you want to do if, let's say, you're a Dracotail player with your Sting. Sting Banish. Got him. Magnum Hut. In the end phase, we have Enlil Gursa, which could steal a monster. Return back, take control of the token or the Magnum Hut. Your Magnum Hut's mine. Now, drew a Swarm within the end phase, banish away the Galatea. They still have a quick effect of the Babel to quickly make all their orcust plays. Straight to the battle phase, we're going to take control of the Drew Swarm. Quick effect Harpour to summon onto the field from the deck. Or we didn't want to take control because we did not return back to the hand. Otherwise, you don't get to take control. So he messed this up big time. Because why was he activating this, right? It says take control if you return to your hand. Shuffle, where is it? Shuffle a card. You could shuffle a card from your hand. Okay, we didn't shuffle a card from the hand to the deck. Add it to your hand then. Yeah, see, he didn't get added to the hand. There's the issue. Add it to your hand then. Since you didn't add it to your hand, you then don't do anything else. Banish away at the Ball Drake within the battle phase. Quick effect Orcust Nightmare to dump the Sirius. Not sure if it was a good idea to get their Orcust Nightmare engraved to now give them the quick effect to summon a Sirius. Now Sirius is going to say it's going to be popping. Destroy both cards. Target one face-up card you control in the opponent's card. And now we wanted this engraved because now we get the additional disruption. It says during your main phase, but it's actually activatable whenever you want with the field spell. And that is going to have the ability to non-target send any card in the field to the grave. And the Junk Armor. So he still got that big disruption. But when does he send? What does he send? This is it. Non-target send a card. Which will be the Stardust Synchron. Still getting the effect to get the Arrive in Light. Stardust Synchron, tribute off the token, reborn. He's scooping, he's seen too much. He is brute forcing top tier decks. I mean, the Bystials are putting in some really good work, I'd say. Bystial banishing Albaz in the other duel, Bystial banishing the Mitsurugi. You gotta be thinking like, oh, how come this doesn't work with me? I use the mirror, I use the ritual. It's only if they activate prayers. If they tribute the Mitsurugi by cost, that's the important distinction there. Not by effect, by cost. If by cost it's in the graveyard, banish it, Bystial it, right then and there. Now, after seeing countless Go second duels, we're gonna see a top tier turn one from Stardust Bystial as we've been clapping all the different top tier decks. Let's get ready for that. I'll start this off with the Emblema Oath, play Primera into the back row, Primera, attempt to special summon, Impulse, negate, Stovey, May is setting up the big welcome Labyrinth. Okay. Drew Swarm, banish away the Stovey. Serenir, banish away the Primera. Let's link this up into Hermetic Seal, trigger the Serenir, send from the deck Lubellion. Tribute Summon. to trigger the Hieratic Seal, to summon from the deck the Stardust Synchron. And that's gonna pop off all of our plays. Holy, oh wait, that's the Brotor. I thought we're doing, is this going to the Stardust Synchron, the other one? Am I confused though? Discard, grab a Magnum Hut. Maybe we're gonna get into that later. Let's reborn the Lubellion. What is Brotar doing here? It did search for a Magnum Hut. We have regained. Magnum Hut's gonna banish away the Heavenly Sphere. Trigger regained to the Magnum Hut. We're gonna search for a dragon in the end phase. Return a card back, draw a card. We have bigger plays than this, right? There it is. That's what I'm talking about. All according to plan. I'm out of here. Damn. Okay, we didn't get to see a full undisrupted turn one. Wow. What an edgelord at the top. These are Gia sleeves. What the heck? Gia, it's time to come back to the game. Primera Impulse, going to summon the Fire Attacker, as we're going to Ash negate that. The Fire Attacker would result in drawing 2, then discarding a card. No thank you. As we grab our Trudea, we have now our normal summon being used up right now. Put into the back row as we play the Gargoyle. Gargoyle summon. Let's go into the Auxilla. Auxilla trigger. As we further chainlink block with the Gargoyle 2 to add itself back to the hand, we have the Phalanx ready. Gargoyle send Trudea, special summon. Let's link this up into the Heavenly Sphere. We are seeing continually, we summon the Heavenly Sphere, we tribute summon it, we tribute it with an effect, we tribute it to then summon any dragon from the deck. Whatever we want. And it's not negated. Just summon, and it's got its full effect. It's just 0 attack, 0 defense. Who cares? This would be the level 6 non-tuner plus our level 4. We have the Arrive in Light. Let's make sure we chain link 1 the draw effect. Draw it. Only on chain link 1 will it then trigger to summon itself onto the field, plus the Brotar from the deck. Brotor is going to be targeting the Willis to then search our deck for Lubellion. I remember this searching for a Levineer in some other people's decks, I believe. And now we have the Majestic Star Dragon, negate and banish anything. Summon the Junk Meister, searching for the Junk Armor. Junk Armor, special summon. Let's further go into the Boarload Savage Dragon, equip the Hieratic Seal. As we Junk Armor tribute, summon from the deck the Stardust Synchron. Lubellion searching for Serenir. Serenir, banish the Will's Dragon, tribute off the Serenir for Lubellion. Serenir sent from the deck another Lubellion, set up the regained. Let's further go into a Crimson Dragon. Now, before we had a Dissipator for the Crimson Dragon, right? Or at least a level 12. We have an 8 and an 11. No 10, no 12. What is this summoning? Oh, there's the 12. Okay, Phalanx. Phalanx is cheating it back out onto the field to ensure that we can target a level 12. And now we got the Cipher Dragon. Damn. And then we get the effect to set up the Primera, Baldrake, search in the end phase, negate anything, negate a monster effect. We don't have Dissipator in the grave, right? We never summoned it. We did. We have Dissipator to also negate. Tons of disruption. Super top tier. Search the deck, negate and destroy a card in the field. Now the field spell will protect the Raisin, so we can destroy the field spell instead. Okay. Primera summon, trigger the effect. We're not even using the field spell. What are we going to synchro into with it? We have too many cards in the field. We can't even summon a Baldrake to trigger to summon a Chaos Angel. We are synchroing. What are we synchroing with? Huh? What the? Cipher, negate, and destroy. Are we synchroing with the Boarload? I'm confused. What are we summoning? A 4? What is this? A 5? A 5? What's the 5? What's a 5? Excel Synchron. What the? This has the quick effect during the opponent's turn to perform a synchro summon. This is going to synchro with a Baldrake? And you can only modify its level on your own turn. So straight up level 5. Reborn the Dissipator. Jalong trigger, come forth and summon. Holly Sue, reveal to summon a monster from the deck. Ash, negate the summon from the deck. Baldrake, banish. We still have the Boarload Savage Dragon negate. We still have the Majestic Star Dragon negate. We got negates for days. I don't think Excel Synchron is going to do anything. That's my guess. I think it was just to make room. Please, I want to be wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. What? Chat, what is this? A 6 and a 5. What? I know it's 11, obviously. What is it? What are we summoning here? An 11? What the heck? This is the effect to during the opponent's turn. You can pay 1,500, tribute this card, then destroy all face-up monsters the opponent controls. Non-target, wipe away the field like a Mura freaking Kumo. Holy Mitsurugi on the opponent's turn. Damn. We still had Borlord negate. We still had Majestic Star Dragon. This is a crazy deck. All the top tier decks, we just didn't see against Yummy, but everything else, we clapped them up. We went first, we went second, didn't matter. We did well, and he's working on a guide also. So huge shout out to the Mad Lad, Main Lander himself. He's working on a 134-page in-depth guide to Stardust Bystial, which will be published soon. So you'll be able to see that on his profile, and whenever he posts it, it'll be on his link there. And thank you very much for this. Good stuff. So here is the deck if you want to copy it. Never saw him summon the Invoker. That's quite interesting. And well done to you, Master One. And if you caught it from his profile, he plays this deck type every single month. He's continually updating it with when the new cards come out. Oh my gosh. Back in 2024, we go to 2023. January 2024 was the beginning. More than 2 years later, we are still playing the deck. We're still innovating on the deck. And this is it. Let's go. Yusei Stardust Bystial pioneered the Stardust Bystial Centurion deck. That is what he's known for. Oh my gosh, let's go.